Wanting to become a YouTuber for fun or for profit? Check out the amazing Blue Yeti microphone today. Affiliate link in the video description. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel, and you know, the elections from last year, they won't ever end. They just won't ever end, in my opinion. They're here to stay. They're here to stay at least until 2018 when the midterms kick in. Once the midterms start going, I think we're finally going to get a little bit of reprieve from the constant "did Trump collude with Russia" stories. Whether you agree with those stories or disagree with those stories, I'm pretty sure you're like me and you're going, could you guys just like either find some evidence or shut up until you do? Because I'm fucking tired. I want to watch other stuff, not just Trump-Russia stories. But with the 2018 midterm elections, things are going to get really interesting because apparently Hillary Clinton will just not go the fuck away. Saying here she won't give up. Says she'll be campaigning for Dems in 2018. Listen, I'm just going to start off by saying this. As a registered independent in the state of Washington, no, I want there to be more Democrats in the House and in the Senate. Stop it, Hillary. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. All it's going to do is fuck things up. So it says here that Democrats are reportedly looking for fresh blood to their campaign operations in an effort to help them expand their voter base and make big gains for the 2018 midterm elections. And they need it. The 5 special elections that came out of the Trump administration all went back to Republicans. Yeah, in Georgia with Ossoff, Ossoff, whatever his name is, they got close. But they spent $23 million. The Democrats spent $23 million on one campaign that they lost. Yeah, by a narrow enough margin, but they need more than just a little bit of fresh blood. They need a total overhaul. The Democrats lost the election. And they keep losing elections because they stop listening to people. And they stop listening to their base. And then here comes the Republican that's like, I hear you. I'm not going to do anything to help you, but I hear you. And then people go, oh, he hears me. I love them. And they keep voting against their self-interests. You might be a Republican. That's totally okay. That's my opinion, and that's okay too. Now it says here that so they're turning to a couple of unknowns to bolster their chances with progressives and moderates, Hillary Clinton and former President Barack Obama. Now, the latter there, Obama, holds some serious clout. People love that man. I love that guy. I love him as a speaker. He fucked up a bit as president, but I loved hearing that guy talk. He comes across to me as very inspiring. And again, you might disagree, and that's totally okay. But Clinton can't. Her and Donald Trump share one key factor, one key trait, and that is neither party can admit when they did something wrong. Neither party can admit when they done goofed. And that is exactly what's happened with Trump and everything during, like, with his presidency and any kind of legislation. He blames it on somebody else. And the same thing with Hillary Clinton with the election. Well, it wasn't me. It was WikiLeaks. Well, it wasn't me. It was the Russians. Well, it wasn't me, but you still didn't campaign in like 3 states where you needed the electoral vote. We have the Electoral College. Love it or hate it, we got it. It ain't going nowhere. And she fucked up, and she won't she won't admit it, which bothers me to no end. So according to the Washington Post, Obama will join Democratic leadership on Thursday for a series of closed-doors meetings designed to help the party reclaim its popularity and to convince donors that Democrats aren't completely lost in the wilderness. See, here's how you do that, and I'm not even kidding. You call in Bernie fucking Sanders. You call in Bernie Sanders, and that's going to be the person that's going to unite the Democratic Party. Because he did that already. Yes, Hillary might have won more states than Bernie, but look at the margin of victory. Every state she beat him was like less than 2 points in most cases, right? Every time Bernie beat Hillary, it was like he beat her with a summer sausage. It was just vicious. Look at Washington. He had a 78% victory here in this state. Okay, like he won many states, but they don't want to bring in Bernie because they don't want to have to concede to his demands in order to get him on. And again, you may or may not like Bernie. That is entirely fine, but you cannot deny that he had an impact on the Democratic Party. They just chucked him to the fucking side, and then they lost the election to Trump. And there's no other way around it. I believe that's what happened. So DNC chair Tom Perez says he's looking for Obama to get out in front on certain key issues, even though Donald Trump's electoral success happened, at least in part, as a reaction to Obama's legislative agenda. Democrats suffered more losses during Obama's tenure than under any Democratic president since World War II. And that is true. Obama he fucked up a lot. He fucked up a lot, and he did cost the DNC quite a bit. But they're still going to back him because they think now that enough people hate Trump that they're going to go like, remember the good days? And you know that's kind of true because now, five months into Trump's presidency, or almost 6 months into Trump's presidency, you have people going, man, remember George W. Bush? God, those really weren't that bad at times. Like, you hear this more and more and more, and that mentality is going to help Obama push it. Now, but if progressives and moderates are trying to send a message to the DNC that they want a new, more relevant face to the party, Obama is actually the better choice among the options activists and party officials have at their disposal, which is true. And he's living local in DC, and he's not against going out there and saying some shit. That being said, and I have to criticize Obama on this, when he took over for Bush, Bush didn't go out there and attack him. When Clinton took over when Bush took over for Clinton, if I recall correctly, Clinton didn't go out there and attack him. There is a certain level, I guess you say, of decorum from one outgoing president to the incoming president, right? Letting them get their feet wet. Obama hasn't done that. Now, you can be damn certain that the next person who succeeds Donald Trump, whether that is in fact Mike Pence or someone else, in 2020, Bernie Sanders, you know that Trump's going to be on Twitter, or he'll be dictating via phone to someone using his Twitter from prison. That's a joke. That's a fucking joke. That he'll be attacking whoever is the incoming president. You know that's going to happen. So maybe it's kind of like a taste of things to come. I have no fucking idea. Anyway, unable to resist the limelight, Hillary Clinton says she's also intended in getting back on the campaign trail, helping state-level Democratic candidates pull in big numbers in 2018. The self-appointed leader of the resistance, Clinton is ready to help her fellow Democrats take on the Trump agenda, whether they want her to or not. And they don't. They don't want her to. A lot of Democrats blame her and her complete entitlement that happened on the campaign trail. And there was, let's be fair here. Yes, I was a Bernie supporter, and I'd be willing to look at Hillary from a centered middle ground perspective. But look, Trump fought for what he got, and I give him the credit. He won using the system that we have in place that is ultimately shitty, but it's still what we have. But she felt entitled to the position, right? She was very much like Ike from the very first episode of South Park when Kyle yells out, "Hey, Ike, do your impersonation of David Carruthers' career. It's my turn." That's what it was. That's what she was doing. And the whole time everyone's like, stop it. But they would never say it to her face. They would never say it to her face. I mean, it was so bad that on election day, 538.com was like, you just got a 98% chance of winning. Yeah, that didn't fucking happen. Now, did it? Nate Silver, you idiot. But then it says here, according to The Hill, Clinton is busy assessing a slate of districts that went her way in 2016 in an effort to convince Democratic leadership that she'd be an asset on the trail. She won't be an asset on the trail if Keith Ellison as the deputy chair of the DNC is smart, and I do believe the dude is smart, he would put his fucking foot down. He's also a Bernie bro, just to be on the safe side. But you're also going to have to sit there and deal with the Justice Democrats, the Young Turks, their political activism party. Again, this is what I said earlier about the whole being an activist and being a journalist. You cannot be the two, and we're seeing that just come together. And it's like, no, you have to remain objective in order to have that unbiased third-party perspective. While I will admit my biases in a number of cases, I still think I'm more objective than people like the Young Turks and shit like that. So it's one of those things where it's like the Democrats are gonna fuck themselves because they're not the party of the people. They're the party of the perpetually offended. They're the party of people who want to be offended at everything, the people who feel like they're entitled, the people that don't want to work. And yes, you could say, oh, well, Matt, your right-leaning mentality is showing. Like I've said before, I am a centrist. I'm a moderate. Yes, I fall a little bit left of center, but Jesus Christ, there's nothing wrong with telling people to work for what you fucking got. You know, and that's my biggest problem with this shit is the mindset that Hillary Clinton pushed running her agenda through the campaign. The labeling of Pepe the Frog as a hate symbol. The basket of deplorables comment that was just so tone deaf on so many levels proves that she is not worthy to run the office. Neither is Trump. Just want to make that abundantly clear. Neither is Trump. But it's what we got. It's what we voted, what we elected. But her coming back on the campaign trail is not going. She's not going to help. She's still radioactive. Anyway, there are 23 Republican House districts that chose Clinton over Trump in the 2016 presidential election, and Dems are hoping to make those close races at the midterm. The Democrats, at least, won't have to change their signage very much, but if anyone is hoping for a radical change, they'll probably be disappointed. And that's true. You're not going to get radical change to the Democratic Party with these two people, especially Hillary. Because Hillary is not for the progressive change that she wants to see in the world. She's for pushing agendas, pushing talking points like the wage gap, all that kind of shit, where she was going out there and saying, like, you shouldn't vote for me because I'm a woman. But I am a woman, so you should vote for me. Like, that kind of double-speak bullshit rhetoric is what got people very mad. They got people super mad at her for this kind of crap. Obama will have a better shot at rallying the troops than Clinton. People want Clinton to go the fuck away. But I'm pretty certain Clinton, and this is probably Clinton's plan. This is probably Clinton's plan. I'm going to end it with this. Clinton probably figures that if she starts from a grassroots perspective and she starts going to these districts that went Democrat over Republican in the 2016 election, people who liked her or whatever, and she starts talking to people and glad-handing and telling everyone to Pokemon go to the fucking polls. Worst mom joke ever. That she could then build up what she needs, the resistance, in order to mount a full-fledged assault on the GOP and Donald Trump for a rematch. Clinton v. Trump 2020, in order to try to get her that chance to lead. Now, I'm gonna be bluntly honest here. That could work. It could. She would have to humble herself in order to get to that point. But it could legitimately work. It would take a real Hail Mary for it to work, but it could, because people like to feel inspired. And if she says, I've been on a grassroots campaign for the last 2 years, putting on her Arkansas accent, and I've been going to these districts and I've been meeting these people, and she starts showcasing the American public, bit by bit from these different counties, these different districts that went her way, trying to showcase that she is part of the average, she is like everybody else, even though she's clearly not. Then you could see that coming into play. But the question is, though, is the DNC going to back her for again? And they probably fucking are. Because right now there's no other up-and-comer in the DNC that's even going to be able to put up a fight against Clinton in that regard. You've got some younger people, like what's the other Kennedy guy? There's another Kennedy that's pretty dope that I've heard him talk. I like that, but he's too young. Bernie's going to be 79 when running again, and I think Bernie might actually make a shot at it. But then again, if the DNC is backing Clinton, and if the DNC, okay, here's the thing. Again, I will end it at this, I promise. But watch for this. If the DNC accepts Clinton as the head of the resistance and then puts her out there front and center in order to kind of run the midterms, and she is remotely successful in that midterm, not even 100% successful, but remotely successful, they will then front her for the campaign for president. No one else will even try. And that will be the same shit again, and we'll get Trump 2020. And that's what I think about that. But I do want to know what you guys think. Could this happen, or am I just completely reading into it too much? Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. If you guys liked it, be sure to toss it a thumbs up, slap on that subscribe because I post new content pretty much every single day. Also, live streams 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Sunday through Wednesday, and probably some extra days in between. If you guys want to support the channel, check out the Amazon affiliate link that was posted in the beginning, Patreon, PayPal, anything really helps out right now. But regardless, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here. I'll see you later. Have yourself a great day. Peace out.